Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're taking another look at the scam BTC20, right? So this is the scam that we've been looking at, and I said it's a case study. And if you've been subscribed on this channel for a very long time, I'm talking 1.5, 2 years, right? You know that when we mention a certain type of scam is a case study, we follow it, right? Even a year, we'll still be doing videos on it because we want to understand exactly how it works and where the cookie crumbles, right? So for BTC20, for the scammers, this is over and done with. We're just going to be seeing exactly how this whole situation is going to end up. Currently, the price is already on 84 cents, by the way. Right, if you saw the figures that I did show in the last, you can just check the last video I did on BTC20 and you are going to see how I broke down the figures, right? This token was not supposed to go below $1, right? The fact that it's going below $1, it means the team is selling its tokens, right? Because the pre-sale was pegged at $1, right? Everyone was bought at $1. So if it was an honest project, right, it's not a scam. If it was not a scam, it's not supposed to go below $1, right? Because everybody bought at $1. It even went, the price went as high as around $5, right? It went as high as about $5 and $5.90 or something like that, almost $6, right? But now it's an 84 cents. Why would it be like that? Because everybody else bought at $1. Some even bought higher. The reason is because the 6 million that they did mention that they sold in the pre-sale was not actually actual investors who bought into the pre-sale. And the liquidity that we are actually seeing right here on this DEX, right, just suggests that the amount that is actually, that investors actually bought, right, is very low. At the peak, right, the liquidity for this was around 350,000, right? XRP20, which is another scam by the same people, look at this, right? BTC20, XRP20 also launched, right? It's also at 88 cents. The price tried to pump a little bit, but now it's coming down as well, right? It actually had way better liquidity, right, than BTC20. It had way better liquidity. Look at this. The liquidity here is $450,000 for XRP20. If you look at BTC20, right, the liquidity now is at 179,000. But yet XRP20 had a hard cap, I think, of around just over $3 million, right, sold in the pre-sale, but BTC20 had around 6 million, right? So in essence, we're supposed to have at least 1.5 million liquidity. I know there's a lot of arguments around that, but that's the story that I'm going to stick to, right? We're supposed to have way higher, but now we see 85 cents. It's dropping. It's a slow rug. We've seen multiple slow rugs in crypto. And it's not just a slow rug. It's a multi-dimensional scam, right? BTC20 is just fascinating to look at what is happening with this project, right? And XRP20, we are also watching it very closely. As you can see, I'm going to do a separate video for XRP20, just looking at it, right? But guess what? The scammers have now launched Ethereum20, ETH20, right? And here they're changing things a little bit, but they are still the same people. Look at the website, right? Look at the website design. They're still using the same theme. Here, they've just tried to change the technology a little bit, right? So they are focusing more on NFTs here, but you can kind of see that the website is exactly the same. Look at all these icons right here on top, right? Look at this about us staking and all that. On XRP20, look at BTC20, look at ETH20, right? So currently rate is about $861. They want to raise 3 million, right? So here, ETH20, the era of Ethereum, celebrating Ethereum's rich history and shaping staking's promising future. So all these scams, right? Staking forms the backbone of these scams, right? If people don't stake, it crumbles within seconds, right? They will rug immediately when people unstake and sell. They will rug immediately. BTC20 is a huge scam, right? The fact that already they're on 85 cents. I think the videos that we're doing here actually helped for them not to rug faster, to rug slower, right? To try and prove that they are not a scam. But guess what? They are already on 85 cents. Why on earth would they be on 85 cents? And the issue here was transparency. They were not transparent to investors that the team actually is holding 5 million tokens. It's holding 3 million tokens. They left us to speculate, but there's no way that they don't have tokens on that 6 million, right? Because If they didn't have any tokens on that 6 million, it means they were doing everything for free. So why then were they not transparent into exactly telling the investors how many tokens they have in the pre-sale, right? Because obviously the tokens that they have, they didn't buy them at $1, duh, right? They didn't buy them at $1, the tokens that they had, right? They just gave themselves these tokens and now they are offloading them. That's why the price is going down, because every other investor bought at $1, some even at $5, almost $6, right? Some $3. So that's how the scam is working so far. So the scam is in the pre-sale. The pre-sale amount, which is 6 million, they have team tokens in there. They are offloading them. You as an investor, you just think everybody bought. The 6 million pre-sale represents $1 for each token. But some tokens, right, they're just tokens. They are selling them right now for actual liquidity, right? And that's how the price is actually going down. 2 weeks from today, right, the price, the way it will be looking will be frightening, right? Because already you can start to see they're offloading some of the tokens. It's actually much faster. I think the whole Bitcoin market situation is actually contributing to this. I think they wanted to run this scheme for as long as possible, but with the current crypto market, right, we saw Bitcoin prices dropping. So a lot of people will be less interested into crypto and all that. So they just say, you know what, we need to start a new scheme. They've already started a new one, ETH20, right? So they just want to let go of this one, right? But they wanted it to run for as long as possible. And I believe that they are not going to completely abandon it. So we'll be watching everything that is happening with BTC20, right, to follow it through each and every aspect of it. Currently, liquidity is sitting there, 181,000 on the DEX, right? This represents exactly, because people in crypto, they actually trade, right? When you purchase, you go, you trade. Not everyone will do it. Some will just keep their money on the wallet, they'll swap, they'll do whatever they want to do. But a lot of people are going to, at least out of 6 million tokens, right? If there was 6 million US dollars worth of liquidity into this project, we're going to see much higher liquidity than what we are seeing right here. So this represents an enormous amount, right, of tokens that they gave themselves on the pre-sale. If you see my previous video, I think it's around the 5 million tokens mark that they gave themselves, right, in this project, because they wanted this to run for as long as possible. Unfortunately, because of the market in crypto, it's cutting that joyride very short. That's why you're seeing the price dropping. They're just letting go. They're selling, right, some of the tokens that they have, right, and just concentrate on the new scam and the new scam, right, because you can see all these projects, XRP20, BTC20, ETH20, they're all coming from the same people, right, the same theme, right? If you like music, art, whatever it is, whenever you see something, you can definitely see that it's coming from the same person, right? On this channel, we've been looking at scams for almost 2 years, right? And you can see that these three projects, right, they are all scams coming from the same people, right? That's not rocket science. You can see it quite clearly. So we just wait to see exactly where the cookie crumbles with this one. We're going to continue to cover it all the way to the end, right? And just let me know what has been your experience, because part of the scheme for this one, even though they allowed a huge number of people to be able to claim, right? They're able to trade, claim, stake, right? There's a huge portion of people that were actually blacklisted from claiming. They are not able to claim. And if you complain, they just tell you that it's a technical thing. You don't understand crypto, right? You've been scammed. You went on a copycat website. Yes, those things happen. There are copycat scammers out there who also have got BTC20 copycat websites where they just want your passphrase. They want to take your tokens. Yeah, I'm talking about people who are savvy. They understand how to stake, connect your wallet and all that. They don't share passphrases, right? They have got legitimate people who know their story, who have been scammed, right? So the idea around that is, for example, you've got 100 investors, right? And 20% of most of the revenue will actually, 80% of the revenue will be coming from 20% of the investors, right? So what they do is they go and blacklist the 20% of investors, right? But they allow the 80, the people who just invest maybe $10, $20, $50 and all that. They allow all those little amounts, but the people who are contributing the huge amount, right, they blacklist their wallets. They are not able to claim. They allow them to stake, but you can't claim, right? A lot of scammy things they do with that. So that just creates that air that the project is legit, because everybody's saying everything worked well for me. There's absolutely nothing wrong. But there are a whole lot of people, I've even pinned some comments on some of the BTC20 videos I did where they are not able to claim, right? So those are some of the situations that we are actually seeing, right, with this one. So this is the update for BTC20. Let me know what's your experience down there in the comment section, right? We're never going to stop to look at this until it reaches its final end, right? So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.